Good morning and welcome to Inside Edge with me, Brian Thomas, and my co host, Lucky Peris. Our focus today is on what's happening in the first day's play at Galle between Australia and Sri Lanka, played for the Murali Vaughan Trophy. Australia have dominated, no doubt. They have proved to the world that they are the best test playing nation in the world, and their entry into the WTC finals coming up this summer in England is fully justified. Being the toss on a very slow track at Galle, they were fantastic in their batsmanship. It was a slow turner, and the trio spin attack of Sri Lanka absolutely was dominated by the Aussie batters, who made 330 runs for the loss of 2 wickets after scoring 145 for 2 wickets at the lunch break. That proves that they simply dominated the Sri Lankan bowling attack. We all know what Prabhat Jayasuriya on his debut did to the Aussies when he captured 12 wickets. But this time their approach towards Prabhat Jayasuriya was fantastic. They didn't go at the delivery or they didn't lunge at the deliveries that he bowls. Instead, they let the ball come on to them and they just worked it off the back foot, which proves that they are a well planned unit. Now, then, at the wickets, uh, Usman Khawaja is batting on 147, and with him is Stephen Fleming. What a test match he is having. Sadly for Sri Lanka, they dropped him when he was just on one run, a cotton bowl opportunity grasped by Prabhat Jayasuriya of his own bowling. But then after that, Steve Smith not only got to the landmark of joining the greats of Brian Lara, Kumar Sangakkara, Sachin Tendulkar, and Ricky Ponting, being a batter who's got 10,000 runs in red ball cricket, and he played some fascinating strokes, while Khawaja, uh, in fact, displayed his skill levels in reverse sweeping to get to 147, and the pair is unbeaten, batting with great composure. Sri Lanka were a bit dreadful in their DRS review. They missed opportunities, both in catching and also not going upstairs. And I think they played a bit of a price for their default in DRS uh, reviewal as well. And that has caused the problem. Nevertheless, it's going to be a Herculean task. Of course, Sri Lanka does have the new ball in hand. It's a thicker seam. And what Sri Lanka will do is to change their script on how they approach day two up at Galle. Steve Smith makes his 31st Test century, while Usman Khawaja, who made 147, has recorded his 16th Test century in world cricket. So excellent batsmanship, unbroken partnership. So Sri Lanka have a Herculean task this morning in trying to restrict the run flow. They did bowl a bit negative in the third session of play, and that's understandable. They were just attacking the leg stump to ensure that the Aussie batters will not get past the 400 mark on day one. Wonderful batsmanship, great skill levels by Australia, and Sri Lanka will have to think differently this morning. Now let's go across to Malaysia, where the under 19 uh, T20 World Cup for women's cricket is being played. Sadly for Sri Lanka, despite the fact they beat Australia by 12 runs, have not qualified for the semi-finals. So the semi-finals is going to be played between Australia, India, South Africa, and England, as predicted by me on my earlier podcast. End of the day, Sri Lanka will be very disappointed that they could not qualify for the semi-finals, which they richly deserve. The point system and the run rate system, I think, in fact, got them on the back foot, sadly, despite the great win against the Australian ladies. Well, that's it for me for now on Inside Edge with Go for Gold. We look forward to your company for more of the latest, where we'll bring you insight in these particular test match that's coming up. That's day 2 today from Gaul. We hope you enjoyed Inside Edge on Go for Gold and look forward to your company tomorrow. But in the meantime, our next episode is your favorites and mine, and we'll pick up a wonderful song for your listening pleasure. Thank you for listening and have a pleasant day.